and it's looking into all these aspects that Tushar Saab brought up.
Now, two questions have come up before we started this seminar. One was why government doesn't appoint a committee for passengers' grievances, and another question is in road overseas travel service for especially able passengers are not sufficient. How these can be provided as per global standards and benchmark? And added to this is the opening remarks on the same page regarding the cancellation of the booking and allotting another seat without applying any mind. And Kapil call pointing out that there is no single body to handle the grievances, because sometimes the defaulter is airport, sometimes the regulator, sometimes an airline. So somebody who is neutral enough to point out and penalize and decide. I remember there was an idea during when Dr. Zadi was the secretary that time. He was planning Oban Swan for this purpose, and this idea is to be reinitiated, that we should have somebody who is probably a retired judge, headed by some retired judge, and there is a committee of people, retired people, or somebody drawn from public. They are part of that body, and that type of complaints are addressed. And this is being done in various sectors which are providing services. So this is feasible. Now, one point to which the Secretary has flagged is regarding the skill development. India being we can have demographic advantage, provide rather manpower for aviation for India and nearby countries. So we have to address this issue rightly and probably to identify the gaps in the training and training needed. And I'd like Dr. Alka Maheshwari to address these points apart from what we have been doing on this sector.
Thanks a lot, sir. It's a pleasure to be here, and a very good afternoon to everyone. When we talk of skill development and when we see what changes are required, I have been associated with the academics of tourism for last 33 years, and if you look at that, we see a lot of changes have happened, and as academicians we see that we have also evolved over a period of time as per the requirement of the industry. And when we look at the aviation sector, we see there has been a big move. The type of people they want, and the best part is even the young crowd which is coming to us is also interested in joining the aviation sector. Aviation sector is very lucrative. Though at times we also tell them that attractive at the same, no, lucrative in the sense I am saying, because they are very happy that they will be flying, but they are not aware that okay, you're going to be flying all the time, but at the same time, the hours which you have to take, and everyday flying and flying for travel only is a different issue altogether. You are there as responsible as people who are working, you're responsible fathers, and you are not just there to enjoy. And when we look, for example, when we look at our curriculum or we look at the other curriculums which are being run by other institutes also, we have added a lot of aviation courses, and separately only aviation training centers courses are being offered as bachelor's and master's also. Specializations are being offered, and still when we are seeing the changes which are coming at the airports or in the airlines and all, we are also bringing about the same changes in the curriculum so that we are able to address and suffice to the needs of the industry. And for example, now we are speaking more of DigiYatra apps or other things which are coming up, biometric, or we're talking of all AI being used, chatbots being used. At the same time, we're not only training our students for that, we are encouraging them also not only to do courses what we are offering, but to update their knowledge. They're also catering to courses being run online, doing specialization courses online, plus the courses which we run. And another way is to keep in touch with the industry. We also have people coming from the aviation sector to the university, so they are able to update them, and they keep on, and even in any program which we have, we always have people coming over and informing them about the recent changes which are happening. And we are also looking forward to various collaborations with various other always come and do a skill set study with us, and then we can have the students joining back their industry also. So it can be a collaborative training also as per the requirement which we have done earlier also. Thank you.
Now racing against the time. So anyway, our next speaker of the panel is Mr. Vipin Jain. We are trying to address the issues related to passengers, but another major stakeholder is a cargo. So there are issues related to cargo which don't get attention, and in the process we are not able to have the rate of growth for the cargo what it should be. It should normally be, and neighboring countries are probably outsmarting us. So I'll hand over this to Mr. Vipin Jain, and we would like to say something where the government can really come forward, help the cargo industry to grow further for the airports, and with more and more business for us.
Thank you, sir, and warm greetings to all my senior members here. I can see a lot of senior members today. I had the opportunity to meet everyone, including Mr. Agarwal. So thank you for that. As far as I think the mission or the idea today's meeting is to present to the ministry 2-3 key points so that we can how we can grow faster. So before sir I touch upon, I think there was a lot of deliberation that ease of travel or how to travel. I think the comfort level starts when you start from home actually. How did you go to the airport, check-in time, outside time, security time, gate pay time, kitna lag raha hai, and all these things. But I think before that, if we can address one issue through MEA or civil aviation, is standardization of photo which is required for visa. This has been the biggest trouble. Every country has its own design, 7.3, 3.2, matte finishing, this and that. So I think this is one platform where we should address this very small issue which starts the journey, and then through MEA, I think there must be a lot of forums across the world actually. And then we say, okay, this is standard photo. And I will go to the extent by requesting if visa form can also be standardized. When a 3-pin plug can be standardized globally, why can't visa form or photograph cannot be standardized? So this is my first suggestion.
And phone charger is another thing.
There are many examples, but yes, you will have seen the toothpaste. I mean, it is a standard size more or less if you go to any country. So anyway, I don't want to go more in detail. So this is my first suggestion. Secondly, I think you were talking about airlines revenue, GHA revenue and all that. I think if we see India, there has been only 2 successful airlines. Sorry, I'm not, no offense to anyone. Blue Dart and Indigo. And both of them are doing self-handling. So I think we need to review, I am not saying recommending or something, but we need to review the ground handling policy, that these 2 are the only 2 successful carriers in the history of India, and both are doing self-handling. So I think this is for the ministry or other forums to look at it, but I think this is worth considering the fact. Number 3, then I will stop. I have a long list, but I want to speak only about 3 points first. If time permits, I will go on. But just to share with all the members, the global revenue of all the airlines for 2024 was $996 billion. 996, just short of 1 trillion. And on the aside, the cargo revenue by 3 airlines only, FedEx, UPS and DHL, was 270 billion. That means 27%. It was, passenger separate, cargo separate. Now you add another 12% is the average revenue of cargo of all the airlines carrying cargo on passenger aircraft. So actually the share comes to 35%. But we all know what kind of importance we get from every side about cargo. And when it comes to investment, maybe we spend 2 billion on the passenger side, but maybe 100 million on cargo side. So there is a lot of mismatch. So again, this is for the ministry to consider, and I'm sure there are many players across the globe who will come and invest in India. We have a high potential in domestic market in India, high potential like US, to be very frank. but they are all underutilized. We were having a forum day before also. I said, I have not seen even a single ad saying our flights are empty from Lucknow to, let's say, Bombay. Please come and book cargo for 20 rupees. Today there was a full page ad of SpiceJet starting another destination to Kathmandu, Dharamshala, and a full page ad. So I think cargo definitely is not getting attention. I mean, to the extent it should get. Therefore, I have just shared the figure of revenue so that it gives us, it is not only India, 35% having a revenue of cargo is not joke. I mean, so, sir, I will stop now and maybe if you give me time, I will speak. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, I'm just inclined to add, with your permission, Chair. Sometime back, many years back, I did a small report for Air India on perishable cargo evacuation from Northeast. So I just thought that the perishable cargo itself within the country, to carry forward to value added, we are producing some place and the nutritional aspect. So that cargo itself has a lot of opportunity because you get good pricing for that at the end. हम लोग Chile say or all the US, all these places we are importing a lot of agriculture stuff. So that can also add to what you mentioned.
Yes, sir. Pineapple was also tried to Dubai. We bought for 1 rupee, I remember, from Guwahati or somewhere again, and then it went to Dubai. So the cost of freight was 50 rupees or so, but it was 1 rupee, one pineapple. So anyway, so this. Thank you. But you are right. There is a lot of potential. Completely.
My section is over and I think next one they are waiting.
Any questions?
If there are any questions, we can take about 5 minutes of questions, ladies and gentlemen.